Hello class. As a demand by everybody or most of you are asking about how to make or set up the dimension, as well as on how to have this setup of your uh, plotting or printing. So I will teach you, or I will demonstrate on how to make plot style. All right. So bear with me as I demonstrate to you. It will be a short uh, duration only. So for now, I'll demonstrate on how to make different, or how I made these dimensions. So the step for that is that you'll go to uh, either you can go to dimension directly and then you go to dimension style, or actually you can find it also in tools. So uh, it will be under the options, or uh, it's better, it's not under tools, it's under format. So under format, you can see dimension style here. You can click that one and then this dialog box will appear. So the same thing, if I close this one and then I'll go to dimension and then click this dimension style, the same dialog box will appear. So once this appears, okay, uh, knowing that if you haven't created any of these, which I already created, that's why you have seen a lot of setup of dimension. So if you are new or you haven't set up this one, all you need to do is just create new. Okay, so you will be asked what are the what is the name of your dimensions style. So technically we don't have, I think, a scale of 1 is to 200. So I will make a scale 1. So dimension 1 is to 200. Okay, and then just this one is an option. If you haven't done any of these, something will appear here. So let us start with this setup. So I just press continue. Okay, so it will not accept any of these characters, so I will change. So I will just make a dash. Okay, 1 is 1 dash 200. So continue, and then there it goes. So we will set up this one. So if you are already set up, or you have done the setup before, or assuming that you are new, so everything you will set up from the very beginning. So like you will start selecting your color. So here, for a try, we'll make the dimension line red. Okay, so as you can see, the color here changed already. And then extension beyond ticks. Ticks means this one. Okay, if you change this one, by the way, this one is a default, so you cannot change that one. So baseline spacing, it will be the spacing here, distance from your baseline or dimension to your object. So take a look if I change this into 5. So the distance here becomes bigger. And then uh, extension line, the extension line is this one. So let's say we will use yellow. See, it changed already. So everything here, just leave it like that. Then extend beyond dimension line. This is the one. So if you want to make it longer, you can increase this one. You see, if I enter 5, it increases already. And then offset from the origin, if I put 5, see 5 is a very big value. So extend beyond dimension line, from dimension line up to here is 5, and then offset from origin, distance from your object up to here. So that's the value that you entered here. So by looking through it, it's not good, so I will bring it back to 1. Okay, we'll put this one into 1 also. Okay, if you want to change something, you can go back by clicking the modify. So why is it that it's too far? I already put back the offset from the origin as 1. Enter. Still it doesn't go back. So anyway, this is for a try. Let us see later when we already complete the setup. So let us go to symbol. Here you have options on what are the things or the type of dimensioning you want to use. So for this one, it is a small dot or dot small blank. So let's try this architectural tick like that. So automatically the two will be changed, or it will change. So meaning change this one and this one. Okay, first and second. Then for your leader line, this is actually the one which you use for putting an annotation or label. Arrow size 2. So it is referring to this one. So if you increase this number, this one also will increase. I will enter. You see this one becomes bigger. So 2 is enough, like that. Okay, and then the rest is okay. These are defaults, so no need to change. Text. Okay, we'll go to text. Here you can choose different dimension style. So if you want to check use a standard, you can do that, and then you can select the font here. Okay, the font or text style. So let's say I will use this one. Okay, so automatically there is a preview here, then apply. You can check uh, here there is a height, but I think the height you can indicate it here. So let's say we will make it 5 also. Okay, so the height of the dimension line increases already, but the one I set up for you is already a uniform size for everything. So anyway, this is just a tour for you on how to create a dimension style. So that's how it's gonna work. Then after that, text placement should be above, horizontal. Above means every time you put your dimension, or you put dimension in your drawing, the numeric figure or the value will be placed on top of your dimension line. And then for the horizontal arrangement, it is referring to this line. So horizontal, it will be center. So center of that line. If you change this one, like at extension 1, it will move. You see, it moves. So usually we put our dimension at the center. So offset from dimension line, this is referring to the distance of your numeric figure or value from your dimension line. So 0.5. If you want to increase this one, this number will go far from that line. I will enter. See, so that is the purpose of offset from dimension line. Then horizontal text alignment, horizontal align with dimension line. So if you put horizontal, if you click, everything, every value will be positioned in a horizontal way. But if you click this one, it will be always parallel to or on top of your dimension line. Okay, so after that you check fit. Everything here is set, so no need to change, only this part. So you remember we started our dimension setup from 1 is to 2, so this is the value of 2. So since we want to make it 1 is to 200, I will change this one to 200, and then we'll go here. These things, if you want to put some decimal, you can click it here, but better to make it whole number. Okay, so precision 0, so meaning there will be no decimal point. Scale factor 1, and then here no need to change, nothing to be changed here. That will be okay. So once you set up everything here that you want to set up, you can click OK, and then your dimension line that you created will be added to this list. So after that you can close. Okay, so if you want to check, it is already here, so we will use that dimension line. Okay, like that. Okay, so you see the length of this line actually is uh, 12,000. Okay, to know that, I will check because I edit this figure or numbers for your use. You see 12. So this is for 100, 1 is to 100 scale. So what we set up is this one. Okay, so we have an issue about the extension pointing to our object. So we will check. We will go to the dimension line again, dimension style. We'll check what is wrong with this dimension. Why is it that it's beyond, I mean, very far from our object? So we will see, check modify lines. So this one we will see extension line, extension beyond tick spacing. So it should be from here. We'll check point 1. So it's not change, doesn't change. So let's check. Okay, it goes back already. Okay, because that this portion was put to on mode, so we have to turn this on. I forgot, I didn't see earlier. So uncheck, and then it goes back to normal. Okay, and then um, close. So you see now automatically the dimension that we created earlier, which only up to here, now becomes up to here. So that's how you create the dimension. All right, so now we go to the plotting of your drawing. So I'll jump it here. Let's say we will plot this drawing. All right, so this is the drawing paper. We'll see, zoom. Remember when I make a demonstration on this one last time? So the scale is 1 is to 1. Oops, sorry, 1 is to 100, not 1 is to 1. Okay, then I will put it in lock, so you cannot change it anymore. Okay, so now we'll make or we'll print our drawing. So to start from or to create your plot style, you go to this box. Okay, then you have some selection here. For me, I have a lot of setup depending on the drawing that I'm doing, so I know how to use this plot style. So for you, since you have no setup, you go to new. Okay, so you can use from start from scratch. Next, then you can use whatever plot style you want. So let's say I use my acronym again, RED plot 2021. Okay. Next, and then just leave it that way. Finish. Okay. So now, as you can see, automatically it's showing here. So since it was created from scratch, I need to check the uh, the setup. So like the coloring or the colors that I'm using. So I need to check that one by clicking this one. See, this is for editing. When I go here, it will show a dialog box showing all the numbers available in AutoCAD. Okay, so remember, you're using different colors, so meaning you're using a different color other from my drawing. That's why I ask you to create a layer or layers. So depending on the color that you choose, you have to select those colors here, and then if you want, when you print the drawing, if you want to be in color, you can use color like red. If this is use object color, meaning this is automatically is red, but if the red you want it to be black, you can click this one. So the red when you print out becomes black. Okay, so that's how you set up. But the most important thing here is the line weight. Okay, so here you have a lot of thickness. So this is actually representing the thickness of your pens. So equivalent to your manual drawing, like in your drawing 1005, I required you to use point 4 or 5 or 6. So this time you have a lot of options. Usually for dimensioning, it's better to use a very thin lines, and then for your object, you can use a thicker pen. So for me, I used to um arrange the thickness according to the numbers. So the lower the number, the thicker the lines. So I normally only use up to point 0.8. Then the rest will be all similar in thickness, so that I'll not get confused. So like point point color 1, which is red, I make it as 0.09 or point 0.1 or either point 0.5. So I know that this one is thinner. I can use that for dimensions or grid lines. So something like that. Point 0.2, um, I can increase. I make it point 0.9. Then color 3, I can make it like point 0.15, something like that, and so on. So whatever color you use in your drawing, you have to select the line weight here, so that when you print your drawing, at least there is a it will vary in thickness, or the thickness of your drawing. There will be thin lines and there will be bold lines or thicker lines. Okay, so where am I? For blue color, I'll use point 0.4. Purple, I'll use point 0.5. And then color 7, which is the black, I can make it point 0.6. Okay, so after you've done editing all this, so like this one, I can press shift, and then I will set this to default as point 0.09. Then I will save it, and I can click OK. Okay, sorry, I double click it. So it's being saved. I mean, when I edit, so it's being saved. Now I can use that plot style to print this drawing. So how to do that? Okay, similar to what I have demonstrated last time. Click window, and then click the corners, and then preview. See, now uh, you can see that the red color is really red when I print out. Okay, you can escape. So that is the uh, procedure or process when you create a dimension line, right? So why is it that it's too big when I preview? Because my scale is 1 is to 1. So let me check. I will click this one. See, it's now uh, I mean everything now is visible. So let me check what is the correct. It should be 1.8. It should be, I think, 1 is to 2. Let me check again. Preview. So it becomes smaller. Okay. So the reason why, I'm sorry, I missed that one. The reason why, when I selected the 1 is to 1 scale, or 1 is to 100 rather. No, no, no. 1 is to 1. Okay. Preview. So becomes bigger. Now, let me check because this is the problem. Okay. The paper size is only A3. That's why it's too big for the A3 for this size, because our size is 20 by 30, or what is the value in metric? You remember 768 or 762 by 508. So we have here I have already set up, which I demonstrated this last time. So I can select this one. Okay, and then again, to make it sure, I will click window like that. Okay, so I will now see in preview. So it's good. Yeah, everything now is being set up. It's correct. And then when I print this out, when I press OK, uh, now the printout is PDF. So I'll try to save this in one of my folder. Plate 9. Okay, so I'll name this plot testing. Okay, so this is the result. So since I use the default color or the true color, so you see, because I use yellow for this, the printout is also yellow, and you can see already the variation of lines. There are thicker lines and thinner lines. Thickness of yellow is thinner than this one because black color I set it to zero point 0.6. So see that our dimension line is thinner because I use gray color, which I set it to 0.09. So that's how you set your uh, pen assignment with regards to plotting. Alright, so that's all for now. uh, I'm sure this will help you a lot by having your drawing to be plotted on PDF. Right, so thank you.